The Education Secretary, Bridget Phillipson, has said that teachers now have the right to ask pupils to call them mooks, rather than Mr, Mrs or Miss or Ms.
Confusing. Well, we're now joined by the campaign lead for Sex Matters, Fiona McAnena. Fiona, thank you for joining us this morning. Now, this is a real situation. I know of parents whose children have come back to school in September and been told by the head teacher, your form tutor is no longer Miss Smith or whatever. You must call them mooks. What are children supposed to do in this circumstance?
Well, it's very confusing for them because the person that they're supposed to trust and believe for every minute of the day that they're in the classroom is now implying that she's no longer a woman. And so what sounds like something trivial, you know, a title, is actually a very serious problem because children, this is one more way that children are being taught in schools that instead of the basic reality of everyone being either male or female, that there's some mystery about it. And we know that this is harmful and confusing to them. So really, I think the guidance that's been awaited from the Department for Education is urgently needed, because what are schools supposed to do, you know, when they have a teacher making these demands? Are they supposed to accommodate the teacher and say children must respect the teacher, or are they supposed to accommodate reality and say, actually, no, the priorities here are education and safeguarding.
Right.
And if your identity is that important to you, maybe this isn't for you.
Can you help me, Fiona, because I genuinely am puzzled. What does MX mean?
Well, I'm not sure either, but it's hard to keep up, isn't it? Who knows? Maybe they've invented a new identity. I think it's a way for someone to say, don't assume that you know whether I'm male or female. And, you know, women have fought long and hard not to be dismissed or not to have assumptions made about us because we're female. But the fact is everybody can see who's a man or a woman. The point is that shouldn't limit your opportunities, but we shouldn't have to deny reality in order to have opportunities in life. And to be teaching children that this is what's important is just getting in the way of proper education and proper safeguarding.
That's my point. This Education Secretary was quite rightly talking about white kids falling behind in schools, which has been a traditional problem for many years, just this week. And now she goes off at a complete tangent on an obscure, I hate to use the word, woke issue.
Well, I think she may have been caught on the hoof. I can't speak for her, but, you know, what she really needs to do is think through all the aspects of gender people's demands, these special demands, and think, what are the implications? What are they saying to children? And they need to come right back to the primary focus of education. And then, you know, they'll see there is no room for this sort of nonsense there, and that it's
Fiona, I'm so sorry, we're out of time. We're going to have to leave it there, but thank you for joining us.
I was agreeing with everything.
You don't know if you're a man or woman, you shouldn't be in a school.
I was agreeing with everything Fiona was saying.